Is Metallica's new record, 72 Seasons, a failure? Well, according to Metal Injection, Metallica's 72 Seasons has their worst first week in sales in a long time. Good news is that 72 Seasons landed at the number 2 spot on the Billboard 200. According to Billboard, this breaks down to 134,000 album sales. Of course, measuring things is different now because of online streaming. I mean, it's pretty crazy. You can just get any album for free on YouTube now, right? It's like you don't have to pay even 666 cents. 72 Seasons is the biggest rock album to hit the Billboard chart since Tool released Fear Inoculum in 2019. They achieved 270,000 equivalent album units. The other thing we're not measuring here is Metallica dominating the media. They're literally everywhere. I think their brand is by far and away larger than it's ever been. I definitely wouldn't say this album is a failure, but here's my 69 cents on the record. What I really think of the new Metallica record, 72 Seasons. First off, James sounds great. It's like he's reinventing his vocal personality and capacity. The drums are too loud. Lars needs to turn down, but not as much as he turned down Jason's bass on Injustice. The song arrangements are overindulgent. Too much repetition without development. The last song is over 11 minutes. It's like an endless slog through predictable riffs, no interesting plot twist to save the day. Lead guitar tone is amazing. Thick, meaty, glorious. The rhythm guitar tone is a little disappointing. It lacks clarity and depth. Fortunately, the bass saves the day with this insane, massive wall of beastly rage. The lyrics on tracks like Screaming Suicide are touching and relatable. There's moments of greatness on this record. It just never truly arrives. I just keep trying to find the banger that isn't there. And I want to hear your opinion on this new record below. I do want to give Lars some props. His snare sounds like a shotgun blast. It's just a little too loud. It drowns out the nuance sometimes in the guitar parts. So Metallica is out on tour. They played Amsterdam for their first show. Let's check it out a little bit here. That's a cool setup there with the ring. All right, let's see the band. Everybody's so spaced out. Look at Lars all on his lonesome. Huge sound. Easily one of the greatest live bands ever. This is cool. Metallica had Floor Jansen open up for them, the lead singer to Nightwish. Check this out. I'm the devil. Floor is an incredible singer. Looks like she's 72 seasons pregnant right here. Now you might be thinking, but what is Dave Mustaine doing to counteract these 72 seasons? Well, I'm glad you asked. Mega Dave is out on the road with Megadeth right now. Let's check it out here. Hangar 69. Kiko on the right side of the stage. James on the left, Dave in the middle. Very different than Metallica's setup. Everybody is on tour right now. Dream Theater is at the Budokan. I'm checking out John Petrucci's Instagram page here. Here he is at the Budokan. That's Mount Fuji, I think, in the background. John striking his best rock god pose. Now, this is crazy. Iron Maiden is releasing a new beer to celebrate 10 years of the Trooper beer. And this is a new beer. It's a 10% ABV Imperial Stout. There he is. He's got his 10% ABV beer. One of those, and you'll be fingering the G-string like a pro. Now, let's say you want to finger the G-string like a pro without having to drink Bruce Dickinson's beer. Score my free guitar newsletter below. Free tabs, tips, and tricks. Go deeper with my full course on music theory, the shred method, learning the fretboard, guitar technique, composition. This is the ultimate masterclass. Get Discord access and all of my courses on Patreon. Now listen, here's the deal, metalheads. I know it's painful to keep up with pop culture, but we gotta at least know a little bit about what's going on. Right after I have this delicious WAP juice, 69 ounces of protein per sip. Cheers. Disgusting. Now brace yourselves because we're heading to the 9th plane of hell, aka TikTok. Let's check out what Taylor Swift is up to here. The chance of your wedding being ruined by a psychotic ex are low. We'll see about that. But never zero. And there she is, T Swift, waiting in the wings. Cringe, Taylor. That is level 69 cringe. Time for a new segment called Hate of the Day. This is where I read one of my favorite hate comments from the week. Que Mira Bobo says, dude, find a job. Well, as it turns out, this is my job, reading your hate comments. Being a content creator on social media is a very coveted vocation, according to the stats. I will say this, though, it's a lot more work than most people think. Planning a video like this takes an immense amount of work and forethought. I know it probably just looks like I'm jacking off, though, right? Here's some more hate. Jack Todd says, another clickbait, waste of time. Jack, I thought we were friends, bro. What happened? It looks so funny when you try to open those tiny beady eyes wider. I just want to say, if you're a creative person who's thinking about making content for the internet, don't let comments like these stop you. This is an inevitable byproduct of gaining momentum and doing something with your life. There's a lot of people who don't do things with their lives, right? So they're going to come at you and criticize your efforts. It's important that you operate from a position of strong self-esteem. Build yourself up and believe in what you're doing. Doesn't mean you're going to nail it right out of the gate. You know, you have to kind of just start shooting and then figure out how far you're off from the target and adjust accordingly. Eventually, if you keep at it, you're going to crush your goals. It's just a matter of time. You have to realize the vast majority of people aren't even taking shots. And if you don't take any shots, it's impossible to score. Now, this is hilarious. I had an idea to have Chat GPT teach me how to shred. So I posed the question, what's an easy shred guitar lick? And the chat responded with this nonsense. Chat says, this lick is in the key of A minor and utilizes the pentatonic scale. No, it's not. This actually starts out as like a D minor scale, and then it moves to D major, and kind of ends with like a Dorian sound. It's definitely not an A minor because of the F sharp note. So that's what I told the chat. This lick is not in the key of A minor because of the F sharp note played on the 4th fret of the D string. The chat's response was, you're absolutely right. I apologize for the mistake in my earlier response. At least that's a start. The lick I provided is actually in the key of B minor, not A minor, due to the presence of the F sharp note on the D string. That's also false, chat. So I had to correct GPT again. It's not in the key of B minor either because of the F note on the 8th fret of the A string. You're right again, says chat. I apologize for my mistake earlier. To provide a more accurate answer, here's an easy shred guitar lick in the key of A minor. And it just gives me this atrocious, gnarly 4-note per string garbage. What even is this? I mean, that, first of all, is an extremely advanced lick, not suitable for beginners. Elon Musk, are you listening? I thought we had this more dialed in, bro. It's time for the meme of the day. Kirk Hammett or Marty Friedman? You got the blue pill or the red pill. Which do you choose? Meme ties us into our Q&A segment. The Arty Party asks, do you think Megadeth has better guitarists, Mustaine and Friedman, than Metallica? Well, here's what I think. Who's better, Kirk Hammett or Marty Friedman? The answer is DJ Khaled. Two metrics to consider when evaluating musical quality: personal taste and technical proficiency. Marty Friedman probably has the edge when it comes to technical proficiency. Things like speed, accuracy, music theory application. Kirk has written way more hit songs though. His riffs and licks resonate with the personal taste of the world. Evaluating musical quality is to some degree a subjective domain. Ultimately, Kirk's music is more accessible to the general population. Marty's music appeals more to the guitar player. Now, I'm gonna go listen to 69 minutes of Lil Wayne. I want to show you guys some of the guitars I'm playing right now. This is one of my main workhorses, an acoustic Breedlove guitar. I've had this since 2009. This was about $4,300 from their custom shop. Incredible guitar. Next, we have my backbreaker. This is a Les Paul Standard, weighing in at about 69.420666 pounds. This is the main guitar that I record with. Love to finger the G string on this guy. Main practice guitar right now is this Solar Flying V. I know Dave Mustaine's favorite shape is the Flying V. I also have this Solar 7-string. I've had this since 2021. This is a super shred machine. Love the sexy matte black finish. Ola does such a good job with the aesthetic of these guitars. This is like, the model number says like Solar A1.7 FRFB. I do enjoy handling the hardwood on this Cremono Solea nylon string guitar. I studied classical guitar for 5 years back in college, believe it or not. Definitely doesn't show. But we've got Cocobolo wood on the back. It's very aesthetically appealing. And this leads us into our Finger the G String or Lick of the Day segment. Enjoy. Spanish guitar basics. The first thing you want to learn is the Phrygian dominatrix mode, aka Phrygian dominant. Now check it out. Get yourself a nylon string guitarra and learn Malagueña. The Spanish guitar chords are E and F. Of course, F stands for Phrygian dominatrix. Now listen, the rasgueado technique gives you that flamenco sound. Tie it all together with the Andalusian cadence. Learn more about guitar and music theory with my free newsletter. Spend most of my time making videos, but I try to get out and run with the devil from time to time. Shred soup is a cornerstone of my diet because of the high-powered nutrient density. I need all that stuff to perform at a high level. Also, I eat liver. Shout out to the Liver King. I run into fans quite a bit when I go out these days. Here's Pedro at Target. I'm also an avid gym rat. Got to keep those 69-minute titty workouts going strong. Check out my Patreon page below. That's where you get access to all my courses, tabs. The community aspect on Discord is the best value in my opinion. Lots of different ways to connect and stay on track with your goals. God bless Dave Mustaine, and I'll see you soon.